Hey guys, it's Jason with Strength Running, and we're talking about the foam roller today, how to use it, what kind of benefits you might experience, and how this is such an amazing tool to enhance the recovery process, to prevent more injuries, and just to help you feel better on a day-to-day basis. Now, over the last 10 years or so, foam rollers have become almost ubiquitous. Almost every runner owns their own foam roller. And about 10 years ago, you probably could find most foam rollers in the office of a physical therapist. But if you're like me, you own more than one of these bad boys. And that's for good reason. The foam roller is one of your best tools to enhance that recovery process. So if you're a runner who feels sore or tight a lot, if you're a runner that deals with a lot of injuries, or if you're a runner who just wants to feel better when you're out there running most of the time, a foam roller can help. And that's because what a foam roller does is actually bring more oxygenated blood to your muscles. So that's going to help the recovery process. You're also going to reduce your injury risk by eliminating any kind of scar tissue or muscle adhesions that you might have. Now, foam rolling is also called myofascial release. And that fascia is the important part here. That's the part that we are interested in as runners. Because when that fascia gets tight, when it starts inhibiting our mobility, that's when we can run into problems as runners. And that's why we can have our mobility constricted, our form can start to suffer, and that's when we really start becoming much more susceptible to injuries. So what I want to do today is go over 5 of my favorite foam rolling exercises and the muscle groups that they cover. So let's head on over to the track. I have this foam roller ready, and I'm going to demonstrate 5 of these movements for you and talk about how to get the most out of your own foam roller. Let's dive in. Okay, everyone, here we are at the track. I'm going to demonstrate 5 different foam rolling exercises for you, and let's start with the quadriceps. Here you'll see me on the ground rolling the front part of my right quadricep. Now, there's no exact perfect way to use the foam roller, but there are some best practices. First, definitely use slow, controlled, and deliberate movements. We don't want to foam roll too quickly, and we also don't want to spend too much time on the same muscle. Spend about a minute, maybe a minute and a half or 2 minutes on each major muscle group, and that'll be enough. From there, you can transition over to the next exercise. Now, you'll notice here in this demonstration that I'm not keeping my body exactly on my quadricep in the same position. I'm rotating to hit the outer part of my quad, also the inner and mid part of my quad. Now we're going to move into foam rolling the glutes. The glutes are one of the body's biggest muscles, and they are the primary muscle that drives locomotion. So this is an important muscle to keep supple. Now, one of the things that you might notice about foam rolling your glute is that you might not get a deep and hard enough massage. So use the edge of your foam roller. Really dig into the glute muscle and find any sore areas or trigger points where you might want to spend an extra 20 to 30 seconds on. Now let's look at foam rolling the calves. Now what I'm going to show you here are actually 3 different ways of foam rolling the calves, because the calves can be quite sensitive. So the first is the least aggressive way of foam rolling the calves. And you're going to put both legs on the foam roller, and your weight is going to be evenly distributed. The second more aggressive option is just to use one leg. So most of your body weight is going to be coming down on that one calf. Now, if you really want to challenge, if you want to dig a little bit deeper, you can put the opposite leg on top of the leg that you're massaging. And this is going to put a little bit more pressure onto the calf muscle and enable you to get a deeper massage stimulus. Next is the hamstrings. Now, the hamstrings are also a very large muscle, very important for runners, and the hamstrings can be somewhat difficult to massage. You'll notice here that I'm really trying to get a deeper hamstring massage, because The foam roller isn't the best massage tool for the hamstrings. I actually prefer a massage ball, and you can find a link to that underneath this video. But you might find it very effective to put your opposite leg, your opposite foot on top of your quad, the same leg that you are massaging, and this will be really helpful for applying a bit more pressure to the hamstring that you're massaging. And finally, let's massage the hips, arguably one of the most important muscles for runners. And the hips are going to be also a somewhat difficult muscle to massage for runners. You'll see that not only it hurts, but even with a moderate amount of pressure, that it's still very sensitive. If you find that you can't use the roller, even if you're using the edge of the foam roller, if you can't get in there deep enough, then a massage ball is going to be more appropriate for you. The foam roller is admittedly better for the big muscle groups. And there we have it. Those are my favorite 5 exercises that you can do with the foam roller. These are going to hit all of the major muscle groups and really help you feel pretty great. Now, in terms of when you should be foam rolling, I prefer after a run. I think it's great for recovery post-run, but you can also use foam rolling before a run. Now, I don't like to do a lot of foam rolling before, say, a really fast workout or a race, because it can actually reduce your performance if you do a lot of foam rolling. You want to have some tension in your muscles so that you can have a lot more energy return, and that will increase your running economy. But for most runners, we can use a foam roller before a run, after a run. You can do it in the evening time before you go to bed, which is one of my personal favorite times to use a foam roller. And if you don't already own a foam roller, I hope this video was motivation to go out there and buy one for about 20 bucks or so. I think this one was like $17.99. You can get an affordable foam roller that's really going to positively impact your running. And if you already own a foam roller, I hope this was good motivation to start using it more regularly. I'm a big believer in the benefits that foam rolling can give us as runners, and when we do use it more consistently, we're going to improve our performances, we're going to get injured less frequently, and we're just going to feel better when we're out there running. So thanks for watching this video. I hope it was helpful. Please hit that subscribe button, and if you want more information on foam rolling, there is a link under this video to a much more comprehensive foam rolling article that I wrote all about the mistakes to avoid, best practices to use your foam roller, and even more Q&A on the topic. I hope you check it out. Thanks guys, we'll talk to you soon.